Hello, my beautiful Leo. This is V with Pharaohs Tarot, and I'm here with your weekly Elemental Fire game reading, okay? Thank y'all so much for being here. I truly appreciate it. Your cards to pull. Before we get started, I will never reach out to you for personal readings or donations. If you would like to book a personal reading or give a donation, all the information is in the description box below, okay? Keep in mind, we're still running our summer sale, 30% off all tarot readings, okay? So visit our website, www.PharaohsTarot.com. Select the specific reading you would like, and then head to the checkout. The coupon is already applied. So you can only book readings through us via our website, okay? Thank you very much. And so we have the King of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, Four of Cups, and the Three of Wands. Yeah, Leo, this new beginning was offered to you, even though you may have not believed it at first, okay? I'm really getting like maybe this newfound power, this newfound confidence. It's something that puts you in a leadership role. So this is like maybe like being offered a position that you don't feel like you're qualified for. Or this could have been a situation where you were interested in someone who you may have perceived as being out of your league, like, but you weren't really standing in your power. You know, anytime a new level comes, it's always going to be space for growth. You know, it's almost that energy of like, why would you want to go into a space where there's no room for learning, no room for expansion? Okay, so there's going to be a little bit of a learning curve in wherever you go, but yeah, you just weren't really having it. Perhaps you didn't want to wait on the process or something like that. And so, yeah, something that you could have had victory with. You decided to wait on something better. So this could be the energy of like maybe like a missed opportunity. But you learn from those and you just keep moving because you know there are more that will come. But this resonates with you. You know what it is. You have the Sun, okay? Yeah, so you loving on yourself more, you valuing yourself, you healing that inner child, because it's like something from your past needed to, like the manure needed to be turned into fertilizer. There was something that you experienced that you could have been something dealing with fear. Leos are very courageous, but on the flip side, can allow that ego to cause them to not fully step into their royal path, okay? And it's okay, Leo, you're still on the path, okay? That Sun card is very beautiful. That's a lot of healing energy. That's a lot of self-reflection that it took to get there. Okay, hang tight, the music stopped. Okay, I'm back. All right. And so that energy of the Sun, you embracing that energy, you recognizing the red flags within yourself. And that's powerful, Leo, just off the strength of it takes a lot of maturity to do that and not just always point the finger out or feel like you're the one that's always being attacked, okay? It's like saying, let me dig within myself and heal up all of that energy. It's really giving me Luminous Warrior. Sorry, that's my girl's automatic feeder, all right? And I just saw 333 on the clock. So maybe you were working with the Ascended Masters and really tapping into that energy and wanted to be elevated type. So you have the Ten of Swords with the Two of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. Yeah, there's some sort of healing that needed to happen to your prioritization in life. Maybe even quite literally to your finances. Maybe you were really worried about that because of this opportunity in the past. Maybe it put you on a cycle of, paycheck to paycheck or something like that, or yeah, maybe maybe you went through like even like a sort of a depression or something like that caused you not to have as much energy. Maybe you were learning how to actually protect your energy because you could be very spiritual and so more subject to things like spiritual attacks or energetic interference or something like that. So you were working on that, and I'm really getting you didn't give up. They really highlighted Four of Wands. So maybe you did something with your home where it's like you started to like clear out old things, put up like protective sigils, kept it clean on a regular basis. that weren't allowing everybody in just because they wanted to be around you and hang around your beautiful energy. You were like really being more protective of your space. And so the Six of Wands with the Ace of Wands, yeah, you were victorious with getting some sort of new energetic spark, some sort of new download. Maybe you were doing like altar work, spiritual work, or something like that. But whatever it is, you have this new spark of life. Yeah, you chose victory over defeat mentally first. Okay, you woke up every day setting intentions. Okay, but this Ten of Swords is very challenging, but you're at the end of a very, very challenging cycle in your life. And so, yeah, you got the Star here. Okay, Aquarian energy. All right, now you go from the Sun. You got the Sun and the Star. So by you taking the time to look within, healing that energy, and being more like yourself, maybe you retrieve some things from your past that made you remember what type of child you were, like lively and vibrant, and maybe like the troubles and the traumas of this world sort of cause you not to fully believe in yourself. But here you are shining brightly. Maybe you're going to actually be in the spotlight, Leo. Maybe you're going to actually hold on. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. Sometimes my one of my girls, after she gets finished eating first, she'll go over to my other baby girl so I get her food, and I'm like, no, that's not fair. Okay, so we have the Star card. Yeah, so you're being more vulnerable. You're unafraid to put yourself out there, be it on the dating scene, be it starting a business, putting your ideas in the forefront. And you have the Empress energy. Okay, so you're coming into more of a operating from a love standpoint in whatever you do. If you're not truly in love with the career, you're not going to do it. If you're not really feeling a person out the gate, you're not going to proceed. You know your worth, you know your value. Taurian and Libra energy, you could have those in your chart, but it's like this energy of like putting away all the distractions and focusing on what really matters, focusing on what you really, really want. Because the Emperor is the only adequate partner for the Empress. So just keep that in mind. And you have the Four of Pentacles with the Two of Wands, the Chariot, Wheel of Fortune, and the Four of Wands. Yeah, you're being steadfast and true to whatever path you chose. You're not looking to the left or to the right. You're heading straight forward, and the Divine is helping you with this Chariot Cancerian energy, helping you power through. And they're highlighting the White Sphinx, which is that Yang energy. They're giving you the power. They're helping you recharge your battery. Perhaps you're spending time with them in prayer and meditation, and just asking them for guidance, and not looking in the rear view, not looking in your past is what's helping you as well. Okay, you're focused. And so when this Wheel of Fortune comes, you're really gonna benefit from it. Your uniqueness is what's gonna help you stand out. So embracing and loving yourself is paramount at this time. But this Four of Wands, yeah, this is like maybe even some of y'all moving to a new home, getting a brick and mortar, even starting a family with somebody, moving in. It's like this energy of, you know what you want, you're not letting up until you get it, and the Divine is gonna match that energy wholeheartedly. A lot of movement here, so you want to ground yourself and you want to clear out your space. We kind of alluded to that earlier when I was saying that's what y'all was doing. But if you want to move to a new house, clean out all the old stuff in your old spot. It's like if you want to get a new wardrobe, get rid of all the old clothes. If you want a relationship that is long-term and steadfast, get rid of everything and get rid of all the people that's in your life, just, you know, hookup buddies, or, you know, just like, you know, emotional attachments that aren't really healthy. You got to clear the space. Okay, you have the Emperor, the Ace of Cups, period. The Hermit, Five of Swords, Knight of Wands, and the Judgment. Yeah, as I said, the Emperor is the only counterpart to the Empress. Okay, and anyone who is in this energy knows their worth. Okay, they're not going to play second fiddle. If it's a job situation, they're not going to like wait around until you decide that you want to step up to the plate. Okay, you're going to be a leader, or don't you want? Do you want to be a leader or not? And so this Emperor with the Hermit, this could be your Divine Masculine being balanced, and the Divine is blessing you with this energy, or this could be you accepting some sort of yeah, because you got the Five of Swords with the Knight of Wands and the Judgment. There's that wounding energy again, I feel like. Maybe sometimes you convince yourself you're not, it's like imposter syndrome. You don't feel like you're worthy of the position that you're being offered. Be it in a business or love and romance, you feel like, bro, like this is out of my league type energy. Okay, you could, you got Aries and Virgo there. So it could be this energy of like, sorry, y'all, my nose is really itchy. Because you got the Emperor, and the Emperor is like the King of Wands, but you're kind of coming out as a Knight. And so you got to really trust that energy. Like, trust where you are in life. Be honest about where you are. Like I said, there's always room for growth. All right. You know, you want to, with the Knight of Wands, sometimes the Knight of Wands can overpromise, can move a little too fast and ignore some spaces. I'm sorry, y'all. I have to. Sorry, pardon me. And ignore some things that a more mature person would know how to navigate. But if you're in a partnership with someone, that's where the vulnerability comes in. Saying like, hey, I don't really know a lot about this, or this is a job situation. You know, you're gonna gas up your resume. You're gonna tell them what you can do. But on the back end, if you're in a position now, you don't want to like cut yourself out of a blessing by however you move is how you move. But say yes to a position and then learn along the way. That means you're gonna have to do the work on the back end. Okay, when you're not at work, you're gonna be studying. When you get into a place to where you have to grow, you still have to do the work. Otherwise, it's going to become quite clear that you weren't ready for the opportunity. Okay, and if this is a person, or this is a new start with somebody, it's going to be very healing. It's going to be very balancing. Y'all are going to water each other. Same with this figure, it's like watering the earth and watering. It's going to be very emotionally balanced. So we got the Page of Pentacles. Everything is fine. It's pseudo Ten of Swords now. So it's not really the Ten of Swords anymore, but it's whatever you experienced was very traumatic. So it kind of lingers. Maybe worried about what people think, worried about how people are going to feel about you. Maybe you moving into this new space is going to cause some conflict, internal and external. And that's just a lingering devil energy that's trying to pull you back into an old state of being. So just be mindful of people who are resurfacing that you know aren't on your wavelength anymore. Going out and partaking in certain activities, that this is all page energy. Okay, you got the Emperor and the Empress out here. I don't want to say like that, but you have no business going backwards. Okay, your definition of fun might be needing to change. Maybe fun was going out partying with the homies, like getting wild, but you got a face card now. Where you go, that really matters. Who you seen with, in terms of the behaviors that you engage in the public. You want to be mindful of that. Especially since you have a star, so you could be in a public light, the public eye. So it's like, you're even more scrutinized now. You don't want to care about what people think for sure, but at the same time, your public image is important. And so you have the High Priestess with the Ace of Swords. Yeah, you're going to be trusting your intuition a lot more. You're going to be so tapped in with you and the divine. So you're going to be spending a lot of time with your spirit team, which is amazing. And you're going to be trusting yourself a lot more. You realize that your intuition is like a guide to help you not succumb to some of the pitfalls that you have in the past. You're not going to overlook red flags. You're going to trust your gut, because even as a leader, you're going to have advisors, but at the end of the day, it's your decision. And so you're going to be very grounded in yourself. Okay, but it's going to make you abundant. With this High Priestess, some of y'all are going into spiritual practice. Some of y'all are going to be helping people. Maybe some of y'all are going to be reading tarot or something like that, or a therapist or psychiatrist, something that's helping people like heal from the inside out, because you've gone through so much and you know what that space feels like. So you can be more of help than someone who just only has like the book experience. And there's no shade to anybody, but there's something to be said about going through the fire over and over again that sort of refines you and makes you stronger. I'm going to pull a Shaman Oracle card. And you trusting your intuition a little bit at a time makes you trust yourself even more, and it boosts your confidence, Leo. I'm gonna pull a Shaman Oracle card. While I do, like the video, please. I would really appreciate it. Share this out, and also subscribe to the channel if you feel moved to. We'd love to have you part of our community. All right, you got the upper row with the crow. Let's do one more. And the Luminous Warrior. Bam, I told you I was feeling that. I told you I was feeling that Luminous Warrior energy, right? And so it's like, trust the divine to help you move into this new space. You know what is true. You know what is false. You know what feels good inside your body. You know what resonates with you, and you know what doesn't. The Luminous Warrior has gone through a lot, but the way that they change their external is by focusing inward. They purify themselves on the inside. They shed light on those dark spaces and spaces that need to be healed internally, and they watch their external world change. And so you have the fire. Yeah, I'm hearing like you are the truth. So you have to stand in that power, okay? Confidence is key. Confidence is the aphrodisiac. And so you have fire here, all right? Yeah. You know, Leo, it's like a heart in here. It's so subtle. I don't know if you see it, but it's like a little heart. It's a heart right there. But you're really learning that your passion is really tied to your purpose. Okay, and so in order to keep your fire burning, it's important that you stay in alignment with what it is that you were called here to do. And keeping your passions in check will be a surefire way to help avoid any devil energy, any overly lusty feelings, overly anxious or impulsive decisions right at this time. You want to be more grounded, especially when this comes out, because fire can heal and warm, but it can also just run rampant. So you want to make sure that you stay in contact and ground yourself. The seer on the split. Trusting your intuition is paramount right now. Okay, because something may look one way with your physical eye, but you're gonna know if it's right for you internally, and that's what's really important. It's like this energy of somebody doing all the right things and saying all the right things, but it's just like, nah, man, something not right. Okay, and that's knowing yourself and knowing what's a trauma trigger or what is your intuition. Okay, and I'm really getting that you've healed that part of yourself, so know that you trust yourself. Okay, it's like, or if a person or a job, it's like, this seems like everything, but it's like, nah, something's not right here. Okay, or I know this looks kind of like a new situation, but I really see the potential in this. Okay, it's like trusting yourself, Leo, and being confident in what you got going on. All right, hopefully that was helpful. Like, share, subscribe. Visit the description box for all other information. So much love and light to you, Leo. Namaste.